It is a hot topic of discussion lately, artificial intelligence in the classroom, how it can automate tasks like grading assignments and offering personalized learning.
That's right, but also the ethics surrounding it, like privacy with students' data and accountability. Now at your sides, Erin, Jenkins and Barr spoke to experts about what artificial intelligence can do and where it could go in this classroom conversation.
Yeah, I can, Angie, that's right. I spoke with an expert at East Carolina University.
And I spoke with Pitt County Schools.
Both say there's a learning curve when it comes to this artificial intelligence because it's hard to make up-to-date policies for a program that's constantly learning, growing, and changing.
We spoke with experts both on the college and K-12 level to find out more.
What is artificial intelligence, or AI? Experts at East Carolina University say it's technology thinking like humans.
Whether that's, vision, being able to recognize objects like humans do, in terms of speech, to recognize words like humans do.
We asked Chat GPT that same question. It agreed. The simulation of human intelligence processes by computer systems.
But wait, what is Chat GPT? Pitt County Schools says Chat GPT is a piece of AI technology.
Chat GPT is a human-like tool that deals with language and processing that allows you to have a conversation as if you're talking to another human.
It starts with a simple search, like write an essay about the American Revolution or create an image with a penguin surfing. The possibilities for AI are endless, but the ways to stop people from using it aren't.
At Pitt County Schools, the school system is in the starting stages, figuring out how to bring it into the classroom.
I think we're going to work on embracing it. There was some initial shock of what was to come, and now our teachers are embracing it and learning how can it help my teaching, how can it engage my students. We're going to take it very slow and learn the systems and ethical uses before we push it out to our students.
At ECU, one professor says he sees how students and faculty could use it as a tool.
It's intimidating to stare at the blank page. So having, even a draft, a rough draft, that, okay, this is the idea for the essay, and then modify it, whether that's with AI tool. Same with the staff. A lot of times, for example, we have to write so many emails. If we already have most of the email written and it's just a matter of proofreading, that's going to be quite beneficial.
Policy for AI in the classrooms is still in the works at Pitt County Schools.
Having conversations with our principals, conversations with our teachers, and then presenting a plan to our superintendent that he will then later take to the board, so that we would share to the board what our plan would be, and therefore they'd create the policy.
ECU says their current policies already consider artificial intelligence.
We do have a policy. Every piece of work that is turned in, you have to cite all your sources. So Chat GPT would be one of the sources. So the current policy already covers this. It's just up to the instructors to decide how to modify what they require from students.
Is AI in the classroom ethical? We asked Chat GPT and it says there's concerns over data privacy because the technology relies on collecting students' information. There's also issues with equity. Not everyone has access to the same technology at home, which creates a digital divide. One thing's certain, AI's here to stay.
We use AI intelligence throughout our daily lives, things that we use on our phones, on our devices, on our computers. So it is our job as educators to educate our teachers and our students on how to use that in appropriate and responsible ways.
Artificial intelligence isn't going away. We've been using it for years, and we just want to make sure we stay on the cusp and not be fearful of it.
We might see a shift that we can embrace this technology and use it to basically unleash the creativity of the students and the technology, a combination of them.
For Pitt County Schools, officials tell me the earliest people can expect policy about AI in the classrooms is spring 2024.
And to see East Carolina's statement on plagiarism and how that relates to the use of artificial intelligence, you can find their full statement on our website at WNCT.com. In studio, I'm Erin Jenkins.
And I'm Barr, 9 on your side.